Okay. I think we live. The
Right.
work of champions.
Okay.
Because when I tell you I went in this bathroom, I stayed at this computer for the longest time. And I went in this bathroom and I was like, as soon as I pulled this ponytail off, and I was like, she must be asleep. I was like, I'm not gonna call because I know how like in this time of morning you in that like deep realm of of
And I'm
sleep.
talking about I jumped up all because I was like, I'm just gonna lay here for a minute. And it was like, oh, I'm late for work.
And I'm so glad you jumped up because I was about to jump down. I had just pulled out all the bed fixings. You know how I like to fold up the covers because I had just pulled out all the bed fixings, and girl, as soon as I sat down on the bed, I heard doo doo doo. I was like, I was like, you know what? I was like, let me answer right away because this is the work of the champions right here.
Yes,
Oh
Lord.
my word.
When you want it, you get up
When
for it.
you want it, you get up for it. You stay up for it. And I'm talking about just pull the eyelashes off, pull the I was like, but good thing my house attire is real fly.
Hey, your face is real cute. You ain't gotta
Thank you
get.
so much. And yours is too. Waking up this time of morning, I'm like, she done woke up with her makeup on
Jay, you
already.
know how I do. I go to sleep with it on. I'm like, just in case I got to get up and film something, I want to go to sleep ready.
Oh my God.
You just never
Yeah.
know. You never know.
And I left my show at like I left later because people be talking. Then I'm going up. I went up like maybe halfway, a little after halfway, but then you stay to support somebody because the next person birthday. Then after that somebody referencing your set, so now you gotta stay around and hear what they said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Child.
yeah,
And then you just don't get out of there. And then of course when you get out of there you got to talk to somebody a few more minutes on the stairs. Then you
yeah.
gotta you gotta talk a few more minutes at the car. You know what I'm saying? Then I gotta drive around another 30 minutes for a parking space.
And guess what? We still made it happen. I do all that. I just went to a friend's birthday party, and I
You
got
did.
Lord, yes. And it's so funny because Dante was like, we probably gonna go into the city and go in the clubs. Cause he's still in the mentality like the after party is still gonna happen. I was like,
Hmm.
no, no, we're not. He said, what we not gonna do, I'm gonna go home afterwards.
Where the kids was at?
Go with their grandmother child. And I'm
Oh.
like, listen, I'm gonna go home and take a nap because this old lady body need to swan dive into a bed.
He like, we need to make use of this grandma time.
Exactly. And I was telling him, oh no, we not. These 2 hours are sufficient for me.
How was the party?
It was, so funny that we went there, and then so I always say this is why I love Housewives because we ended up having a debate about a versus, and we
Uh-huh.
was like, if Mary went up against somebody, it can only be Beyonce. So we end up having our own in house verses. So we went
Really?
up, yeah. So we went song for song. All right, so I'm gonna play this song, and I'm gonna tell you a song that's gonna be better for this song. And it was so funny because everybody was like, I'm telling you right now, Mary got hits. I'm playing this. So it was so funny just seeing how everybody would just the group of people who thought that Mary would be better against Beyonce and what we thought Beyonce would be like. So it was actually I was like, this could actually be a real game.
No, that like cuz now I'm just like who else could go up against Beyonce? Like cuz Mary definitely got the hits. Mary is super fly. But Beyonce voice,
Yeah,
like, like Mary definitely got the soul, but like once you hear Beyonce, you be like, like you just immediately start doing this. Like you remember that
exactly.
dance?
But that's why I was just like, no. I was like, no. When I think about Beyonce, although I was not always seeing Beyonce, I was like, she got hits.
Yeah, no,
She,
what? This girl
she,
is a hit factory.
yeah, she got plenty of hits. And I say,
Yeah.
if you take even Mary J. Blige's repertoire back in the day, you could go toe to toe with her, toe to
Look,
toe.
now I'm thinking about the verses, and Mary is gonna keep you sad, and Beyonce is gonna keep you dancing. And I keep thinking about, after Beyonce dancing and gyrating all over the stage, Mary being like, now that y'all feeling good, let me bring y'all back down with one of my favorite hits. I'm going down.
And it's funny because I was like, she ain't got no hips. Like, was she rapping? And I was like, and then they played I Can Love You. And I was like,
Yes.
yeah, I guess she did a little something here and there, but she's done her own spin of things. I
Yeah.
always say I've always loved Mary. Mary gonna always, but I was just thinking toe to toe wise, I
They
think
both
Beyonce.
they both got the hits, but it's
Yeah.
like Beyonce voice, dancing, sing, but Mary, she has her poise, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it's all the heartbreak people gonna be, see, that's what what the party was.
Yeah.
Everybody who going through it was like, Mary gonna take them. You know what I'm saying? And everybody who healed and been to therapy is like, no, Beyonce is my girl.
When that trauma has seeped out your spirit, you know Beyonce's your girl.
That's it. That's it. When you found your man, he put a ring on it, and now you got a message for all the single ladies. It's Beyonce. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
Beyonce. It's Beyonce. And I was like, she's done a great job evolving. And even though from her Destiny Child days to her, being a single solo artist, she's
Yes.
completely evolved. So I would love to
She's
see that. I would love to see though. Although I've heard that Mary said, I think she was on the Breakfast Club in New York, and she said, I don't know she said, I don't know what verses could do for me, in terms of like her career. That she feels like it's not her time yet. Where she feel like where people who've done verses, it's kind of like reinvent,
yeah.
reinvented Reddit.
She's like now they getting shows from Versus. She's like I'm turning down shows still. I'm
I'm still
I'm
torn.
acting. Yeah. Yeah, no, I guess she is looking at it from a business standpoint. Wait, side note, you got your weight pad on because we need to make sure that we test for the echoing because James said we had some echoing in there last time. Yeah,
I got it
um,
on now.
oh, okay. So yeah, so we'll just, go a couple more minutes so we could hear it. Um, Yeah, I mean, I guess Mary is looking at a versus from a businesswoman standpoint, and she's just like, you do things that are going to lend and further advance it, and she's
Hmm.
just like, like this is one of the things people are doing, I guess, to advance. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, it advance. They're not doing it to advance. It advances them once they do it. I feel
Well,
like,
they get openings for like because they got so much popularity behind the viewers. Then they now try to take the momentum of that and then take a tour. Like Stephanie Mills is like now out touring now.
she is.
Yeah. After
Cause
the
girl, that voice, yes, Stephanie,
yeah,
Stephanie, you earned that. You
yeah.
earned that, boo. You earned that. And Shaka probably out touring too, cause Shaka never stopped touring.
No. And people will go out and see her drunk Shaka and all. She be there
Like
like,
people be seeing her drunk Shaka. Like we just saw her on Versus televised, but I'm sure people be paying specifically like, where was drunk Shaka at? Shaka went to therapy when I went to the concert. I was disappointed.
she was way too sober. She was singing all her songs on key. Who wants to see that?
They talking about. I just knew I was gonna be able to get up on stage and percolate with drunk Shaka.
No, not at all. That wasn't happening. Yeah,
Hmm.
I always say I would love to see that happen for them. I don't know that most people want to be able to see. I know that I don't know if Master P ever did verses, but people have been excited about seeing like those kind of like retro tours, like the Master P versions
Yeah.
of stuff kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So people are excited about that and going in
Yeah.
person to see it because of the fact that they're out there performing.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, rappers deserve to be out there still. Because, rock groups, girl, rock groups can come out in a
They
wheelchair.
be
I'm talking about they be
like,
coming forever. Like,
yeah, they do.
rock groups are the baseball players of the music industry. Like,
That's so
they
true.
can play forever and ever and ever. They can get old, they can get a big belly. And rappers will still be out here looking good, but their music is for a youthful audience.
Hmm.
So unless you Jay-Z it up where you know what I'm saying? Like you have to constantly evolve and get some, actual music to your rap.
But I feel like the people who are like the ones who are actually going to consume their music are the ones who want to hear the classics, who actually could spend $100, $150 on tickets. Those are the ones who are going to actually go out and buy the seats that are going to be costing ranging between $80 to $200 up. Those younger group people, not say they won't because they got disposable income. The older crowds are like, oh, I'm gonna spend that. I'm gonna buy a T-shirt and buy such and such.
Yeah, yeah.
They going out, they spend that money. It ain't nothing to them, but they ain't blinking at it at all.
Yeah,
So
but we're that young crowd that used to support them. So yeah, so we are the ones that are gonna spend. But I feel like when you're touring, like maybe maybe we would. I mean, I know for a fact we would be interested in some like retro because I just saw like this like thing of like Devin the Dude, and I was like, maybe I'll check out Devin the Dude. But the thing about it too is, that current music keeps you marketing, like it keeps us
yeah,
hearing about you, knowing about you, because we would have to seek you out. You know what I'm
in
saying?
order
Like
to
when I
know.
saw, yeah, in order to know if you're doing something. Like when I went on Eventbrite, I was looking up, I happened to see Devin the Dude on Eventbrite because I was looking for events, what's going on this weekend, but I wouldn't have been like, let me see who, what was that name back in the day? Like you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
And that's so funny because I don't never actually get online to find a concert unless it's somebody I know that's coming to town.
exactly. That's
You
what I'm
know,
talking about.
yeah. So
Exactly. That's what they need. They need you need something that reminds people to look you up. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? So that's what the verses
social
does.
media is your friend. Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. But that is always a great thing, and that's a great marketing thing because you know how a lot of times when people come on talk shows, it's always them tying themselves to a project they're working on. So that
Yeah.
is a great thing that they're probably looking at now. That well, we'll do it, but it has to be tied into such and such tour. So that's true.
Yeah.
That's exactly how they're looking at it now. So
Yeah, well, tell everybody where they can find us, Shy. It's Up Late with Shy and Dell in the morning, guys.
in the morning. Make sure y'all follow us at Up Late TV Show on IG and Facebook and YouTube. You can catch the replay of all of this right on YouTube and Facebook as well. So, see ya.
Bye, y'all.